Namaste. Welcome to Love Wins. I hope you're having a blessed and beautiful reality. I'm not exactly sure what message is coming through, but I've been guided to press record. I woke up last night at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's happened quite frequently, but last night I couldn't fall back asleep, so I watched something on YouTube from a card reader that I follow, and the message was Spirit's gonna wake you up from your sleep because you're being attacked in your dreams. I can attest to this. I've seen a lot of spiritual warfare, and we are living a dream within our dream, and in your dream world is very much as real, if not realer, than the world you're walking in on this physical plane. I went back to sleep, and I had this really weird dream, and in my dream I was in like this dorm space laying in my bed, and there were like different rooms and different beds, and I had laid down and went to sleep in my dream and woke up with a man inside me. And I got him off of me, but before I could feel this warm sensation, he ejaculated inside me. Now I'm sleeping, this is my dream. It wasn't a sexual dream, there was no arousal, it wasn't. I just woke up in my dream to a man inside me. I pushed him off of me, and there was like this communal hot tub thing, and I remember going into that water to get the yucky out of me. And there was more. The dream went to other places, like there were other things in that dream, but I woke up this morning vividly remembering that dream. And I went in my mom's room and talked about it, and she had a very vivid dream herself. She wasn't raped in her dream, but very vivid dream herself. And dream rape is real. This is a real thing. Energetically, on another timeline, in another dimension, in the astral realm, an entity had attached sexual energy. My sacral chakra was under attack in my dream states. That is a real thing. Now, in this day and age, in this world that we live in, a woman who is expressing about a dream rape would be viewed as a whore. Oh, you're just promiscuous. You're just, maybe you need to get laid. It's just your subconscious mind. And see, I've dealt with all of that. Gaslighting, being told I am what I am not, and that something is what it is not. And I started Googling, looking up like how to spiritually cleanse. So like how would one cleanse from that, like in this physical world? First of all, there's still trauma attached to it, even if it happens in a dream. People who suffer from bad dreams, there's still trauma attached to that, right? It's all psychological, energetic, like all of this stuff, all of these layers need to be accounted for on the healing process, right? So immediately I did a sage. I saged my space. I saged my body. I would recommend a clearing. You know, verbally say out loud, like, whatever entity was attached, because they do hide attachments. Archons, entities can attach to you in the dream state. That's what dream rape is. That is an energy, an entity attaching to your energy. If your protection is too up in the physical, they're going to get you in your dreams, right? So something wants my goods, right? And then you're tapping into your divine feminine and your sacral energy, and you're doing all of this kundalini rising, and you're just energy work in general. That's like premium gas to a starving vampire. So, spiritual bath. I would suggest spiritual bath. I would suggest smoke clearing. But like, there's no information out there. There's no information out there for that. When I was searching for it, it was just talking about like the psychological meanings of being raped in your dream. But when you start actually waking up from just all things matrix and understanding the spectrum, the full spectrum of multidimensionality, you got to go deeper than just the psychological meaning of being raped in your dream, because this is spiritual warfare. What else? And I've been so focused on protecting the children that I let my own guards down, you know? So you like gotta stay locked and loaded. Stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. Cleanse your space regularly. Pray on everything. And find the item I just heard. There's an item, if this is something that's happening to you, there's an item that was given to you by somebody with not good intentions. Their dark thoughts carried into that item, and that item is in your space, right? So for me, I'm going to do a deep cleaning of my room, and if there's anything given to me from somebody that I already know and have verified that they're really not my friend, booted is out, right? It's out. Because these things, energy is stored in things, right? And it can be transferred, and, you know, yeah, this stuff is real. The spiritual warfare stuff is real. You know, I paused my camera for a second because I wanted to sit back and just like sit in the energy. And my first thought, the first intrusive thought was, you shouldn't post this right now. Like, everyone's looking at you because you're going to court for your kid, and they're all already trying to like say you're just crazy, and I'm being discredited. And I've been, this whole thing with what I'm going with my son was a very strategic defamation of character. Like, I'm building my spiritual practice all these years, and you're defaming me, discrediting me, sharing sexual videos of me, and speaking a narrative over me through a whole group of people, a family, a bloodline, a cult, a coven. Like, And there's child sacrifice, like real life child sacrifice. I'm not just defending my child's right to homeschool. This is abusers. Generational abusers, a family of abusers. Child abuse is normal in their family. Domestic abuse is normal in their family. There is money laundering. There is a whole lot of corruption. That the reason they're defending this abuser is because this abuser is linked to so much corruption. The incident where he punched his sister in the face, because she didn't want an underage girl he was sleeping with in the same room with them, with my child. And these things that they don't want me to speak about, they don't want me to know, they don't want me aware of, they don't want out. They don't want these things out because it looks bad on all of them. Come on, baby. You want to come over? You can't get right there. Sorry. It's not balanced. They don't want these things spoken about. So it's easier to just silence me and take my kid from me. So he can repeat that cycle of abuse. There's one kid in that family, he is forced to play basketball and he don't want to play basketball, but he's good and that's his legend. That's what he's going to do, whether he wants to or not. There's a lot of child sacrifice. And what is child sacrifice? Like, there's many levels to this. But the soul, if the soul does not feel sovereign, if the soul is living a life that is told to them and not discovered by them, meaning that soul said, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to do it. If your life is being dictated to you, then your life is not your own. So at a very, very, very young age, this society is sacrificing children, normalizing it, and harvesting off of their energy. Disconnecting them from the family. Preschool starts at 4. Long hours away from the mother. That connection between a mother and a child at that young age, it's pretty important. The ancestral way of children growing alongside the parents, socializing within the community, harvesting skills based off of interest, and free play. Free play ignites passion, sparks. Education is something that we are designed to educate ourselves because we are curious beings, curious species. Children ask a billion bajillion questions because their souls are curious. It's traumatized adults that break that curiosity. It's rigid, structured systems that rape the innocence from the child. A 6-year-old who plays all day, who can emotionally regulate, who can have a meltdown and talk it out and come back to center and understand the emotions that happened. I'm talking about my 6-year-old son, because we talk it out and he can take accountability of himself when he steps outside of himself and acts in anger or acts in from trauma or acts, when he has a trauma response. He can self-regulate and we can talk about it and he can understand it, and then he can take accountability and apologize and know that he did something that wasn't nice, that wasn't good, that was harmful, hurtful. And he knows it comes from anger. Like, that's an advanced soul. That's an advanced soul. Because there's so many adults whose innocence has been raped from them. And they know nothing. They know nothing about that. They feel something and they punch a wall. They feel something and they take a drink. They feel something and they light up a cigarette, or they take a hit, or they inject a needle. They know nothing about that. And that's sad. Because their soul has been raped. Spiritually, emotionally, energetically, physically. In this corrupt system. Where child sacrifice has been so fucking normalized. So normalized that in the court of law, I'm defending my right to protect my child against an abuser. And he gets allotted time with him because he's his father. And there's no proof of abuse because no one's speaking up. Because then they all get the light shined. The light would shine on what they have done and their part in it. And this negligence, just turning a blind eye, still feeds the darkness. That negligence still encourages and continues abusive behavior, abusive cycles. To not speak out on this, why? Because I'm going to look crazy and I'm defending my child in court? That would be the injustice. Because my soul came here to experience, to witness, to wake up from, to speak, to be the voice for my lineage, to be the voice, because I've already lost 2 children to child sacrifice. Their souls carry trauma, anger, anxiety, fear, all these low vibrational energies, because their essence, their joy, their purity, their innocence was taken from them. As is many children, many children. They don't carry joy in their hearts for life. They carry the responsibility of what they're supposed to become, what they're supposed to be. Expectations of achievements. Heavy weight. not what their souls came here. Their souls, the soul of a child, the pure essence of a child. An angel of balance. I don't know. I can go deeper into this. But I'm gonna let y'all meditate on this. If you have any comments, please, let's add to this conversation. There will be more messages like this. I feel this. I'm just scratching the surface. Just scratching the surface onto another level of deep diving. But spiritual warriors, tribe, light workers, angels, ancestors, we're here. We're here, and this stuff isn't gonna happen anymore. We're here to end this shit. You've burned us. You've persecuted us. You've hung us. You've given us lobotomies. You've called us crazy. Lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes of trauma. Lifetimes of abuse. Lifetimes of raping our souls. I still have my cards out from the last read. But the divine solar child reborn. We are children of the Sun, the Most High Mother and Father. Speak up. Speak up. Claim your sovereignty. Speak your truth. Call your power back. Stay prayed up. Stay prayed up, guys. Clear your chakras. There's always things trying to attach to you, but you have the power. You have the power. Your soul is an intelligent being of higher consciousness. This body is just a body. Just a body. The intelligence behind the body has the power to heal the body, and the body will heal itself. Your chakras will heal if there has been damage. Your soul can call all every time there's damage, your soul fragments, but you call all fragmented parts of your soul back. Speak it into existence. You have that power, and you are supported, and you are protected, and you're so loved. You're so loved. If you do not feel loved, that is the trauma. That is the trauma of your personal child sacrifice. Where did they rip your soul from you? When did life change from the innocence, the joy of a child, to the responsibility of becoming? There's nothing to become because you already are. And that's what they don't want you to remember. That's what they don't want you to remember. But yeah, I'm gonna go deeper into this. I have a personal story I want to share, but I'm not quite ready. And guys, loved ones, have a blessed and beautiful reality. We're out here. Okay, you're not alone. Loved ones.